Good afternoon, ma'am.
So you all have known about the wonder around the world. How many wonder are around the world? Please answer.
8. Ma'am, 7.
7. Very good. And which one is present in India?
Ma'am, Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal. Very good. And who built the Taj Mahal?
Shah Jahan.
Shah Jahan. Very good. And Shah Jahan belonged to which empire?
Mughal
Empire,
Empire.
ma'am.
Very good, students. In today's class, we will study about Mughal Empire. First, let us understand who was Mughals. Yes? See, can you see a picture here? And a question, who were Mughals? See, there are two arrows going. So it means there were two descendants. They were two descendants of Mughals. First was Genghis Khan and another was Timur. From mother's side, they were from Genghis Khan, and from father's side, they were from Timur. See, first let us understand that why they gave importance to Timur. They were very proud of Timur lineage. Who will give me answer that why Timur and not Genghis Khan?
Ma'am, they were not proud of their Genghis Khan lineage because he was the most brutal ruler ever known. So that is why they didn't wanted to be associated with him.
Yes, very good. From their mother's side, Genghis Khan, they were very proud of it, but they gave more importance to Timur from their father's side. And you gave the right answer, very good, that Genghis Khan was very barbaric. Yes, and you can also see a picture here. It is a miniature painting showing a group photograph of Mughal rulers with Timur at the center. So what does this picture depict? That they are giving this much importance that they are painting, they are giving a painting here. So it is very important to understand that they were lineages of two important dynasty or rulers, that is Genghis Khan and Timur. Okay, and who was the founder of Mughal Empire, students?
Ma'am, Babur.
Babur. Very good, Monica. So in today's class, we will study about in details about Babur. See, Babur, he was succeeded by the throne of Farganas. Farganas here is very important. You can see here Afghanistan, Kabul. So here Fargana in nearby Uzbekistan. It is present in present day, that is Uzbekistan. You all know about Uzbekistan? It's the Central Asian country. Yes. So he was the successor or from the Farganas, and he was very important ruler. But what happened that his father died at the very early age of 11 years only, and he was left with no other relatives who would support him. So he was very much disturbed, and he was also forced by his paternal uncle to leave the Kabul. Okay, and then he was asked to leave the country. He was also asked to forced to leave the ancestral throne. And who invaded these countries? These countries were invaded by Uzbeks. As I have told you, the country name is Uzbekistan. And they also seized the Kabul in 1504. Now, the very important reason what happens here, that as we all know, that whenever a person is very much disturbed and he has nothing to lose, so what happened, he was on the urge that how he should earn money. What happened here, then he heard of the famous wealth of Hindustan, where he can conquer the wealth. So this is why one very important reason was that he was forced to leave his country. So he was asked by the ministers that let us go to India and invade India. But there was not very important or particular reason that he will invade to India. Now, what happened in India? Who will tell me who was the last ruler in Delhi Sultanate?
Ma'am,
Ibrahim
Ibrahim
Lodi.
Lodi.
Ibrahim Lodi. Yes. So let us understand India's situation here. Delhi Sultanate was the Sultanate before Mughal Empire. In Mughal Empire, the last dynasty was Lodi dynasty. And in that Lodi dynasty, the last ruler was Ibrahim Lodi. This was the situation in India. And there we see here in what was the situation of Babur, that he was forced to leave the country. Now, two very important situation what happened. It was like a blessing in disguise for Babur. Here, Ibrahim Lodi's ministers, one very important governor, Daulat Khan, he was not happy with Ibrahim Lodi. So, and he was badly insulted by Ibrahim Lodi. So Daulat Khan invited Babur to invade India. So one very important reason was he was not having his own throne. First very important reason, and second reason was Daulat Khan asked Babur to invade India. So second reason is this. And the third important reason was that Rana Sanga, ruler of Mewar, what happened? He wanted to capture the throne of Delhi and Agra, and he united all the Rajput kings after Prithviraj Chauhan. So he said that he is said to have invited Babur to invade India. So third very important reason was that Rana Sanga also invited Babur. Now, why did he invite it? He thought that, as I have already told you, that he was from the ancestor of Timur. So he thought that after loot and invading, he will go back to Kabul. But it is not the same situation, as Babur was also in need of wealth and throne. Okay. So three important reasons. First was he was on the urge of poverty. So what he wanted wealth and throne. Second reason, that Daulat Khan was not happy with Ibrahim Lodi. And the third reason was Rana Sanga also invited him. Clear, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us understand that why Babur invaded India and which led to the foundation of Mughal. So can you see here, one side Daulat Khan, Rana Sanga and Babur, and the other side is Ibrahim Lodi. They all fought against Ibrahim Lodi, and the very decisive battle was known as Battle of Panipat, and it was fought between Babur and
Ibrahim Lodi.
Ibrahim Lodi. Yes, very good. See, why this battle is very important? Because the Babur used very important weapon, that is cannon. And in India, it was very firstly used. Firstly used what? Gunpowder. Nobody was even trained. Even Ibrahim Lodi was not trained that how to protect himself or defend himself. So this is why Ibrahim Lodi was not able to defend himself. Okay. And another very important was Tulguma war technique. He also used Tulguma war technique. You all must have played chess, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So in chess, what happened? There is a white team and a black team. So just imagine if I divide into groups, into units. So one side, one group will attack, and the other side, other group will attack. And in the frontier, cannons will attack all the armies. So Babur was very good at it, and they were not being able to defend themselves. He almost used these cannons and Tulguma techniques in all other wars. See, he remained in India only for 4 years, from 1526 to 1530. And in that 4 years, he fought 4 battles, which led the foundation of Mughal. Number 1 is Battle of Panipat, as I have already explained you about this. Yes. The second was Battle of Khanwa. Third was Battle of Chanderi. And fourth was Battle of Ghagra. Let us understand about the other battles. See, first Battle of Panipat I have already explained to you. Second was Battle of Khanwa. You already know about Rana Sanga. So what happened? Babur became very greedy, and he wanted to occupy all the territories which Rana Sanga possessed. So he also fought with Rana Sanga and conquered all the Punjab and Rajasthan areas, as he was the ruler of Mewar. So yes, so nearby Delhi, he tried to capture all the areas. So second battle he fought was Battle of Khanwa, when in 1527. See, now the third battle, Battle of Chanderi. Now what, he wanted to also conquer all the Rajasthan areas, Madhya Pradesh area, yes. So he fought with Medini Rai, and he was the important Rajput ruler. So what was the battle name which he fought with Rajput was Battle of Chanderi, when in 1528. And in 1529, he fought the Battle of Ghagra, which was from between Afghan and Babur. Here, Afghan is very important because Ibrahim Lodi was an Afghan ruler. Yes, so 4 battles which laid the foundation of the Mughal dynasty. Understood, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now please answer this question. How do you express yourself?
Ma'am, by speaking out our feelings or by writing it down.
Yes. Very good. By writing, speech, painting. So in this way only, these all battles, these all ancestors, how do we get these information about Babur? There must be some writings present. Okay. So the writings which is present is named as Tuzuke Babri. It is an autobiography of Babur. And please note it down, students, that it is in Turkish language, which also gives us the information that Turkish was present or the official language of Mughal Empire. Yes, so it is named as Tuzuke Babri, and it was written by Babur.
Ma'am, Babur himself, I guess.
Yes, yes. And later on, it was translated on the advice of Akbar that please translate it. And he asked Abdul Rahim Khane Khana, and he translated the Turkish autobiography into Persian language. Okay, students, and he named it as Babur Nama, which is very important. So this was the actual book, Tuzuke Babri, and later on it was translated into Persian language. And who translated it? Abdul Rahim Khane Khana. So these book only give us the information about battles which Babur fought and what were the situations or what were the flora and fauna present in India. So geography of India, all the battles, what were his lineages, these many informations we get through this book. So this is an important source. See, can you see here? He has also mentioned that my desire, in this book only, my desire for Hindustan had been constant. He wanted to invade India. But as I have told you that there were 3 important reasons which led to the invasion. But before that, he was desiring to invade India. It was in the month of Shaban, the sun being in Aquarius, that we rode out of Kabul for Hindustan. Okay, what do you depict from this picture?
Ma'am, Rashtrapati Bhavan and garden
Yes,
also.
and what else? What is in front of Rashtrapati Bhavan?
Some beautiful garden.
Garden. Very good. So these gardens are known as Mughal gardens. So Babur only introduced, see, these gardens. Okay. And he constructed in Agra, he constructed Ram Bagh and he named it as Ram Bagh, and which was the earliest Mughal garden. He was very fond of garden. Okay, students. So he lived in India only for 4 years, but it is a very important or the landmark for the foundation of Mughal Empire. And he also built a mosque at Kabuli Bagh in Panipat, and the Jama Masjid, of course, we all know about it. And the third one is Mughal Garden. And presently it is in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Okay, so we came to the end of this Babur contribution. Now, how he died. This is a very interesting story, students, that some historians believe that he died by consuming poison in 1530, and poison was given by Ibrahim Lodi's mother. Okay, this is one of the prediction, but in some historians we also see that Gulbadan Begum, who wrote Humayun Nama, Here she tells that he sacrificed his life for his son Humayun. That he only sacrificed. He says he prayed to the God that please keep my son and please give all the illness to me. So he sacrificed himself for Humayun. So there are two predictions. First, that he died because of the consuming poison, and second one, that he died as it is mentioned by Gulbadan Begum, that he sacrificed his life for his son, that is Humayun. Yes, and as you already know about that, he belonged to Kabul. So what happened? First, he died in Agra in 1530. So he was buried in Agra itself. But as we know from the Babarnama that he was very fond of Kabul. He was very attracted towards the city Kabul. So later on by 9 years, his remainings were shifted from India, from Agra to Kabul. So we can also see, can you see the picture here? It's a mosque present in Kabul. It is very important, students. Okay. So what we have studied today is that Babur laid the foundation of the empire, and he had very two important lineages, that from Genghis Khan and from Timur. He fought 4 important battles, that is Battle of Panipat, where he used gunpowder and Tulguma technique. Yes, Battle of Khanwa. Yes, students? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Battle of Khanwa, Battle of Panipat, Battle of Ghagar, Battle of Chanded. And he used cannons for the first time. He laid the foundation, yes, and he fought 4 important battles. He also wrote a book named as Babar Nama, which was firstly written in Turkish, and later on it was translated by Abdul Rahim Khane Khana into Persian language. Yes, and he died when in 1530 by consuming poison. And the art and architecture, in that art and architecture, presently we also compared it in the present day, that in Rashtrapati Bhavan, the Mughal gardens are also present, which is the contribution of Babur. So yes, please explain the origin of Mughal.
Ma'am, Babur was, forced to fled from his hometown. So slowly he came to know about India, and from there, the ruler was Ibrahim Lodi. So along with this one Rajput ruler and Daulat Ram, he conquered this Delhi Sultanate and slowly established his this Mughal Empire over
Yes.
there in Delhi after
And
defeating
Yes.
Ibrahim Lodi, Battle of
Very
from
good.
Panipat.
mother's side, Genghis Khan was there, and from father's side, Timur was there. So
Yes,
from the
yes,
two origin he came.
yes. Very good,
I thought
Sonali.
you are asking
Very good,
about.
Monica.
Sorry, ma'am. I thought you are asking about how this Babur, came in India. I was
Yes,
unable to
very
listen to
good.
your question. Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
it's very good. It's okay. So origin of Mughal, as Sonali said, that from Genghis Khan and Timur. And list the battles fought by Babur. There were 4 battles. Please name them.
Ma'am, Battle of
Ma'am,
Panipat,
Battle of Panipat, Battle of Khanwa, Battle of Chanderi, and Battle of Ghagra.
Yes, very good. Do you remember the dates also?
Ma'am, only
Ma'am,
Battle of
Battle
Panipat.
of Panipat was fought in 1526.
27 and 27.
Ma'am, Battle of Khanwa.
Yes, 28.
Ma'am, Battle of Chanderi.
Yes, very good. And 29.
Battle of Ghagar.
Ghagra. Yes, very good.
Ghagar.
And these are the battles were very important as it laid the foundation of Mughal Empire. And describe the Battle of Panipat. Why was it important?
Ma'am, it was important because the cannon were used for the first time in Indian battles, and
Yes.
it established the Mughal dynasty in India also. Led
Yes.
to the
And apart,
foundation of
yes, and apart from cannons, Tulguma technique was also used.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Very good, students. Please note down your homework that find out the two important rulers which is mentioned in Baburnama. One I have already told you. So you have to guess, you have to find it out. Thank you, class.